The next major topic, it is the causes for the rise of assertive nationalism. So there are so many reasons they have given. So the first reason, it is a recognition of the true nature of the British rule. So the various efforts which was made by the early nationalists through their writing, through their agitation, through petitions, these people, they were able to expose the true nature of the British rule in India. And earlier they felt that Britishers, they are not responsible for the downfall of the country, but later it was felt that British rule was responsible for economic ruin of India and the growing poverty. So many events taken place, political events, they have taken place, and certain restrictions on the press, restrictions on the speaking, and they realized that they are not given more rights. So due to these reasons, the new class, the assertive nationalists, they arose, and they favored that we cannot take the things from the Britishers through these petitions and other ways. Now, next, it is the failure of the early nationalists. No doubt, the young element within the Congress, they were not satisfied with the achievements which was made by the first early nationalists. They strongly criticized the various peaceful methods adopted by them, and they also criticized the early nationalists that they involved only the some part of the masses. All the people of the country, they were not involved in the activities which was taken by the early nationalists. So they want that there should be a radical approach, that most of the people of the country should be the part of the nationalist movement. Third, it's a worsening economic conditions day by day due to the Britishers. There was a lot of famines, and most of the time they were busy in spending the time, spending the money for their own purposes. They were sending money to England for various purposes, and even a huge amount of money they were using for the celebration of the Silver Jubilee of the Queen Victoria. And due to all these things, as this money which was to be used for the people of India, because they were suffering from famines, they were suffering from the poverty, instead of giving money to them or instead of helping them, they were sending that money, or they were spending that money for their own purposes. The people, they were not happy with the activities of the Britishers. The fourth point, growing consciousness among Indians. The nationalist writers, they started writing against the British rule, about the poverties. Leaders, they knew ideologies, and they developed that self-respect and self-confidence among the people. And in the last, if you will come, they will, Vipin Chandra Pal reminded the people that self-help and self-sacrifice is the real force in the field of nationalism. These two words, they are very important. They ask the people that we have to help ourselves by our own, and for that, for the freedom, we can give the sacrification also. We can sacrifice ourselves also. So these growing views or the consciousness among the Indians was the another cause for the rise of the assertive leaders. Now, need for mass action. The assertive leaders, they were in the favor that we cannot take the things from the Britishers with few hand. We have to involve all the people of the country, and then only the things can be taken from them. So they want that lot of contribution from the people. Now, the influence of the international event, certain events like Japan, it was a Asian country, defeated Russia. Italian forces, they were defeated by Absinians, and then Boris fought for 3 years against the British. Then Ireland fighting for the home rule, and finally they were given. So assertive nationalists, they also they felt that the united masses could throw Britishers out from the country. growth of education and unemployment. No doubt, people, Indians, they were educated, but still they were not given the high post in the British rule. They were given only the lower post because due to the racial discrimination. Being educated, they were unemployed because the proper they were not given the jobs according to their education. Then ill treatment of the Indians abroad. So Indians had helped the British to develop their colonies in other parts of the country, especially like in South Africa. So Indians were treated very badly in South Africa. Racial discrimination was there. They were not given the right to vote. They were not allowed to enter the hotels, clubs, buses, or railway coaches, etc. So that was the another reason. Then existence of a nationalist school of thoughts, a school of nationalism has existed in the country, and the school was represented by leaders like Rajan Bose, Ashwini Kumar Dutt. These nationalists found an opportunity to lead the second stage of the national movement at the country by educating the people about their own things, about their own rights. Then the last point, second last point, that repressive policies of Lord Curzon. So if you will come to 7th, 8th line, the first point, the Act of 1898, which made it as an offence to provoke people against the British. So if anybody will be found talking or criticizing the Britishers, they will be held responsible for that and they will be punished badly. Then the Calcutta Corporation Act, which reduced the strength of elected members from India, thereby giving the Britishers a majority. In this, the number of members from the Indian side will be reduced. Then the third, it is the Official Secret Act. Official Secret Act was there, that no such kind of secrets will be disclosed in front of the Indians. And then the last point, the Indian University Act, which imposed strict official control over the Indian universities. They don't want that Indian universities to be giving the education related to the nationalism. So if they will be found promoting the people regarding the education or nationalism, they will be punished. Then come to the last point, partition of Bengal. As in the starting, we have done that partition by dividing the Bengal into two parts, east and west part. The Lord Curzon decision was not welcomed by the Indians, and moreover, they found that it was done intentionally by Lord Curzon in order to create a differences between the Indians and the Muslim. So these were some of the various causes of the rise of the assertive leaders. Now these are the 11 causes. Out of 11 causes, you can learn any 6. For your paper, you can learn any 6, and those 6 you have to be explained in the points. Now the next point, it is the main objectives of the assertive nationalist.